and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto, and today guys we're taking a cheeky look at Harmony 1 and specifically can the one token 20x. So Chris, this is something that we've kind of been, talking about a little bit offline, and we figured that it's actually a good time to potentially talk about it a little bit more in detail and actually do a video on this exact subject. Can and do we think that the one Harmony token can 20x? And we're going to get into that and kind of go through some of the number side of things and see if we can break it down to make a lot of sense for you guys. So if you do find this video useful and informative, hit that like button. We both really do appreciate it. And of course, if you're new to the channel and not yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. It's free and you're going to be kept up to date with all of the various different videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. So yeah, why not? And Chris, anything else you want to kind of cover off before diving right into this?
So, if you love Harmony 1, don't forget to leave a comment. Let us know exactly what it is that you love about this project. For me, it's the community as well as the tech, but that's just me, and we'd be really interested to see what you guys think as well. With that said, obviously we do have the Harmony pool set up now, and you can delegate to Cheeky One through the Harmony website. So do check that out. We've actually been engaged with some of the other community today, haven't we, Nick? The community, I always forget what they're called now. The Harmony community node have been very, very supportive. So we appreciate that massively, don't we, Nick?
Absolutely, yeah. So really good to connect with those guys today, and yeah, we're going to see if we can make things a little bit better on our pool, make the returns better as well. So always good to learn from those guys on how to do things better as well. So really, really good stuff. So let's jump on over to the desktop, Chris, and start talking a little bit about what's going on here.
Yeah, let's do it.
So for those who do not know, Harmony is a project that has basically been designed to provide high throughput, a low latency and low fee consensus platform designed to power a decentralized economy specifically for the future, right? And they plan to address many issues that are facing a lot of the other blockchain ecosystems, and through their use of best research and engineering practices, they basically optimally tuned the system, right? And the technical focus of the project is on resharding and secure staking with decentralized randomness. Harmony also implements optimal cross-shard routing and fast block propagation. So in practice, Harmony helps businesses to build marketplaces for fungible tokens, such as loyalty points and energy credits, and non-fungible assets such as in-game digital assets and things like that, the NFTs and all that kind of that good stuff as well. So basically, Harmony uses its zero knowledge proof to enable data sharing with consumer privacy and amongst a whole load of other things. It launched, I think, back in 2019, Chris, and has done some fantastic work since then as well. I guess the project has implemented a staking system. Obviously, we have a whole pool around that, and it's based on the effective proof of stake protocol, right? It's been busy year for Harmony ultimately, and things are still looking to progress nicely as well. So we did a whole video on what Harmony is and why you might want to get involved with the project, and do check that video out if it's of interest to you. But this particular video, we're talking about the one token, Chris, and specifically, what do we think 2021 is going to have in store for the price of the one token? So let's just jump over to here to start with, right? So here we have coin market cap and a Harmony one coin, and ultimately today it's actually doing a pretty good day today, Chris. At the point of recording this video, it's 6.8%, right? So really, really nice, and that's basically 3.9 cent. And it has had a phenomenal trading, as you can see, most recently. So doing really, really well currently. It has a market cap of $366.9 million, so incredibly low in comparison to many of the other projects out there at the moment. And ultimately, when we got back into this project, it must have been just under 100 million or so. So we've seen significant, value added so far, but by no stretch of the imagination do we think this is anywhere near the upper limit to what Harmony is going to produce for us. And that's kind of what this video is about, Chris, right? It's kind of saying, can we see the one token doing a 20x on its current position? And I do believe that that is a definite real possibility. And it's a real possibility for a few things. Okay, so for starters, we know that there is a hard top cap when it comes to the supply. We can see that that sits there at 12.6 billion tokens. There'll be no more ever created. It is 12.6, and that is the definitive amount. Unlike a lot of other projects where there is just no hard cap, Chris, and you can continue just minting coins and tokens as needed. And unfortunately, with that's the case, there's no guarantee that the price is ever going to have appreciate. In fact, it might actually depreciate over time. So it's important that when you investigate a project that it has a hard cap, and Harmony is definitely got that. So that's a big tick for me, Chris, because that tells me that the circulating supply is already 74% out there from that top level. So ultimately, there isn't a lot more that's going to be dropped onto the ecosystem that's going to really harm the price significantly. So basically there's only 25% left out there, which is interesting. Now, obviously, because there's a hard cap and it is a reasonable amount of circulating supply, 9.2 billion, it is still obviously significantly lower than many of the other projects. If we look at things like Cardano, for example, where it's over 31 billion, it's a significantly lower circulating supply than that. Even when you start reviewing things like XRP or even Stellar Lumens, for example, they are high capacity tokens. There's a lot of them out there. And this one is very interesting because it does a lot of things that, a lot of these other blockchains are trying to do right now. And Harmony are doing it very, very well. And this is something that we get to talk about a lot, really, because ultimately they're doing sharding. They're running 4 shards at the moment. They're investigating doing automatic resharding and all of that kind of stuff in the future. That's only like 3 to 6 months away. And that's going to have a huge impact on the decentralization effort and everything else that's going on there, as well as potentially, linking up with other projects like Anchor and running nodes via those guys as well. So lots going on. So the supply is key to kind of getting our heads around whether we think this thing is going to 20x without doing too much damage to the price on that journey. So the hard cap is there. There is a large circulating supply of 9.2, and I'm pretty comfortable with that. Now, if we start talking about that market cap again, Chris, it is tiny in comparison to some of these other projects. It's currently sat at $367 million. Okay, and to put that into context with you guys, I think Ethereum is about $210 billion. So the question here becomes, do we think the market cap for Harmony can increase comfortably to $7.3 billion? I think $7.3 billion is actually a really something that we can easily accomplish with the Harmony One project, specifically in 2021, whilst there is a bull run. But Chris, what are your thoughts on that?
So I agree, but I think there's things that are definitely plausible and achievable, right? And I mentioned at the start of the video, one of the things that I really like about Harmony One is the community aspect. And I think the community aspect is really, really important to any project, right? We talk about it, the team and stuff like that, and having a front man. But the community play a massive part of whether a project is going to be successful or not. They're an outlet. They share. So like things like sharing videos, sharing tweets, liking and commenting and all of that stuff really helps push out content. Yeah. And I'm not just talking about YouTube. I'm talking about Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it might be, I guess, like platform wise. I think if One Harmony is going to sort of do that in this bull run, then I kind of feel like that has to play a big part or a big role in supporting the project to do that. And I think with this project, my experience so far has been really pleasant, and I can't say that about all of the investments that we've made, Nick. There's some communities that I just find really toxic. We've just left one of those projects. So for me, the Harmony community plays a big part in whether this is achievable. So yeah, you know, like the videos that come out, not just from us, but from others that are covering 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏. You know, make comments, support the algorithm. With Twitter, share the content for 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 amongst, you know, people. The more people that see it and actually educate themselves on the project, they're going to find the same things we're finding. You know, it's got great tech, it's got a great team. You know, you've even got Charles talking from Cardano, talking about it in his AMA just a few days ago. And I think we did a video, didn't we, sort of looking at a tweet from back in 2019, and he's covered, you know, basically saying, yeah, it's great tech, it's a great team, they're doing really good things. You know, he hasn't looked at it recently, but you know, when he last looked at it, he was I guess quite impressed by it. So, you know, with all this stuff, yeah, I think it can, and I think, you know, the Harmony team are, you know, working hard in the background, you know, to make all of this stuff possible. And you mentioned 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘, so I think they were working with one another previously, but there were some I guess complications, because it's running a validator isn't the simplest of tasks, as we're finding out, right, in comparison to other projects. So you know, we imagine they're going to be working together again, you know, in the future. So yeah, I can see them doing it. I think the community's spot on, and I think that's going to play a big part in and that's the reason why I think it's going to do well, because all the other stuff's there, right? We'd love to get the project team on the show to talk through it directly with everybody, because I think that would be really useful, and obviously some potential educational videos and stuff like that would be good as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I think an 80 cent or, you know, in that kind of zone, or for 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 is definitely, even, you know, we should be comfortably coming to terms with that. I think this thing has a lot of potential in it. It wouldn't surprise me at all if it hits $1, even maybe not even above that as well. I mean, 20x might even be a conservative thought pattern, but you know, as long as the community and the wider community, I don't just mean the Harmony folk as it is at the moment, but like a big wide community of investors who are looking at this project and who have actually, you know, are holding 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏, start to, you know, interact with the content, push it out there to more people so that they can see the fantastic things that are happening. I think this thing is going to grow legs and just go for a bit of a run, Chris, because it has absolutely fantastic tech, fantastic team, fantastic community, and very, very undervalued for what it's doing. And I think this thing's going to be something that people will be a little bit surprised with in the coming weeks and months, Chris, because I think it's going to do very, very well.
Yeah. And I was going to say as well, you know, do your bit. If you're not delegating your Harmony One, you know, delegate it. And, you know, again, perhaps don't always just focus on, you know, the biggest amount of I guess reward you're going to receive, you know, because the more decentralized we can make the project, the better it is for everybody. So, you know, maybe join a smaller pool, or, you know, our pool, for example, that aren't the biggest in the world currently, and we'll be doing our bit. If our pool gets, you know, loads and loads of like delegators, then we might move our 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 into a pool that isn't elected, for example, you know, because that's going to support the project. You know, so I think that's worth obviously mentioning as well, Nick.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah, so do check out the delegation side of things. It's well worth it. It really does help, you know, not only the project, but a lot of the state pool operators, but also, you know, you'll be earning some passive income on your one tokens as well. So yeah, you should check it out for sure. And we have done videos on that, and we'll probably do many more as well about how to do the delegation and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully, guys, you have found this video useful and informative. If you have, then please do go ahead and hit that like button and share the content, as Chris was saying there. It really does help not only this particular YouTube channel, but it will also help you know, spread the word about Harmony One to a much wider audience. So very much worthwhile doing. And likewise, if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, because by subscribing you're going to be kept up to date with all the various different videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. It's free, so yeah, why not? And with all that said and done, we hope everyone has a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.